My name's Eternalite, and I'm here to rank all of the assault rifles in Modern Warfare. I have spent 1/10 of my life the past 3 months grinding assault rifles just to get the platinum, going on to masters, but right now, the platinum. So I think I have a fair share of experience with all these weapons. Are any of them good? Not really. We have the M4 and the RAM. Basically where it ends. AK, too much recoil. FAMAS, 3-round burst. But I'm gonna get into that more later on in the video. Please comment, like, and subscribe if you're new, and yeah, let's get right into it. At the number 9 spot, we probably got the worst AR, maybe even the worst gun in the game, the FAMAS in my opinion. The FAMAS is a 3-round burst that takes more than one burst to kill somebody, which is, in my opinion, a major issue. The range drop off in this gun is insane. Getting launch shots was hell in itself, and using this gun, I don't think I'll ever look back at it again. Maybe since I got platinum, I'll look at it, but use it? Hell no. I think I'd rather use a taser gun from GTA 5. The one thing it does have going for it is the ADS speed. Aim down sights are really fast with it, but then again, what's the point of aiming down with the burst? It's just gonna take multiple shots to get them done, so I don't see the point. In all, I give the gun a 1 out of 10. At the number 8 spot, we got the FAL. And personally, in my opinion, I grew to love this gun over time when using it. At first, I thought this gun was shitty, but the more I use it, it's like an ugly child. You grow to love it, even though at first you fucking hate it. But back to the beginning of this, man, was it terrible. It was without attachments and maybe even without the burst. It's atrocious. On a positive note, pre-patch, this gun's damage is pretty insane. If you had stopping power with it or you were getting body shots, you could get one taps, but post-patch, I'm pretty sure they got rid of that. Another positive is the bullet drop off on this thing isn't that bad. It wasn't that hard to get long shots with this at all, honestly. I really enjoyed it. This gun is basically what you describe as below average, and it's a solid 3 out of 10, maybe a 4 out of 10 with a burst, but the FAL itself, my bad, it's a 3 out of 10. At the number 7 spot, we got the AK-47, which I'm being honest, is a major disappointment. When I first went into using the AK, I thought it was going to be pretty fun, because in previous Call of Duties, and especially Modern Warfare, it were really solid, but they really ruined this gun in this game. The AK does really good damage, don't get me wrong, but it's the recoil that kills it. It moves crazy fast. 1 minute you're shooting the person, next minute you're shooting the container right next to him. It's definitely better than the FAMAS and the FAL though, but not by much. Honestly, probably better because it's a full auto weapon. And in all, I'll give it 4.5 out of 10. At the number 6 spot, we got the Odin, which isn't a bad weapon at all, but isn't really good either. The spread on this weapon is crazy. It's very bouncy, but when you control it and you hit your shots, it doesn't take much longer. But then again, who has time to control their bullets and make sure they're hitting their shots when some fucker's jumping over the corner with MP5? Also, the fire rate on this weapon is super slow. It's slower than the HK in Black Ops 1. The only positive of this weapon, in my opinion, are the iron sights. The iron sights are really solid, and like I said, the damage on this gun isn't bad at all. It's honestly just the recoil and the fact that it weighs more than the Lizzo. But if I'm being 100% honest, straight from the heart, why this gun is at number 6 and higher than the other 3, it's because the Anime Girl Blueprint saved my life. It's beautiful, it's amazing, and I love it. That's what gives it a 5 out of 10. At the number 5 spot, we have the Scar. Pre-buff Scar, pre-patch Scar was absolute dog shit. It was probably the worst gun in the game. Worse than the FAMAS, probably. Actually, I take that back. The FAMAS is pretty shit, so no, it wasn't worse than the FAMAS. The recoil on this gun was insane, and the damage drop-off wasn't even worth it. But post-buff, post-patch Scar, it's average. It went from dog shit to average, so I mean, who's gonna use a Scar with M4 or RAM at this point? But hey, I mean, it's not dog shit anymore, right? In all seriousness, the Scar is a decent weapon. It's really heavy, and you feel like you're running around with weighted boots, but I mean, it does a decent amount of damage. The recoil got down a lot, and it's not that bad, honestly. The Scar, in my opinion, is the definition of a mid weapon, so I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. Not terrible. At the number 4 spot, we have the M13, which, in all honesty, takes all the strength in my body to put this gun so high, because when I used this gun, it was pre-patched, so they didn't update the damage, the recoil at all on this gun. I had to struggle with a pebble fucking gun, and that gun brought me so much pain and misery that it hurts to put it at number 4. But post-patch, I have to admit, it shreds, but I still have that vendetta against it. And the fact that they buffed the M13 the day after I got it gold hurts a lot more than it seems. Pre-patch M13 took damn near the half the clip to kill somebody, and the damage range drop off it's bad. It's bad. But this list is post-patch, so I have to just take one for the team. The gun's good accuracy, does damage. What else do you want me to say about it? I can't bring myself to say anything else. My rating out of 10, 1 out of 10, because this gun brought me pain before. At the number 3 spot, we got the Kilo. Now, most people probably post-patch would put the M13 in front of the Kilo, but fuck the M13. I'm putting the Kilo here. I love the Kilo. I love getting a gold. It was a great weapon all around. No recoil. It felt damage was a little lackluster, but I like using the 100-round drum, so that doesn't really matter to me because I can use the whole fucking clip if I want to. Sure, I'm like molasses, but hey, I got fucking 100 bullets. What you can do to me? Except the only complaint I have is sometimes it feels weak or sometimes it feels inaccurate. But other than that, I enjoy it. It feels great. I give it 8 out of 10. Probably, yeah, number 3, third best gun. Maybe the third best gun in the game. Probably not because MP5s. Yeah, never mind. Take that back. Really good. And overall rating is a 8 out of 10, not 9. At the number 2 spot, before I say it, I have a disclosure. This is my opinion, and I know people that love this gun so very much will be very angry that's at number 2, but I don't care. It's not as good as at number 1. Now, that being said, at number 2, I have the M4. Now, before you little Shakespeares go to the comments and be very angry at this placement, hear me out. It's a great gun, don't get me wrong. Probably, honestly, statistically the best gun in the game. I personally just don't like using it that much anymore. At the beginning of the game, yeah, I did, but that was because, beginning of the game, obviously you can use the best assault rifle. I just enjoy using what's at number 1 more, personally, and honestly, the stigma of using the M4 kind of shitty, You see someone using the M4, you think they're a noob, or you just think, they're not good at the game using the best gun, But, yeah, overall ranking to 9 out of 10. Probably, like I said, statistically, probably the best gun. And at the number 1 spot, if you could do process of elimination, it's the Ram 7. Now, the Ram is personally my favorite gun in the game. It feels great, it shreds, it looks dope. It looks great with gold and that one blueprint, the white one. I don't know what it's called off hard, but it looks really nice. And like I said, statistically, probably not the best, but feel-wise and what I have experienced with it, I loved it. And it was probably my favorite gun getting gold. Really, I didn't even need to get a gold because it's a DLC weapon. I didn't need to get that gold, but I just did it because I love that gun that much. And personally, I feel like if you use this gun more than M4, you'll see what I mean. Its fire rate's crazy, recoil is barely there, damage is great, range damage. It's honestly, I personally think it is the best gun. Overall ranking, 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10, 15 out of 10. Best gun in the game. Well, that's the end of the list. Thank you for everybody who watched, liked, commented, and subscribed. I appreciate every single one of you. And just a reminder, I do stream almost every day on Twitch at Eternal_Light. Follow me there. My socials, Twitter, Instagram, they're all the same thing. And, just come through, say what's up. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a great day.